Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. So I saw this on my timeline. I'm like, let me hold up and come and listen to it with you guys. It's not often we get to hear story time from guys, but this one has parts, so that means it's gonna be different parts. So let's hear it from this guy why him and his brother stopped talking for years. That's strange. Let's take a listen.
Hi guys, so it's another story time, and this time I'm talking about how myself and my immediate elder brother were not in talking terms for over the years, and how he's been married 4 times. So,
Whoa,
in
whoa.
his 4 marriages, the third one is the most fascinating one. Like, that's the one I want to talk about. Maybe I'm still going to mention, like, I'm still going to start from the beginning, his first marriage and all of that, yeah. But his third marriage was what caused our rift, and we stopped talking to each other. So after this video, I want to know what you guys think. I want to know what you guys think. I want to know where my fault lies, where I went wrong in all of these things. Okay, so he got married in 2010 to his first wife, and in the space of 8 years, they were together for 8 years. So in the space of 8 years, he traveled outside of the country and stayed for like 3 years. He was out of the country for 3 years, and then when he got back, that was when he said he wasn't interested in the marriage anymore. Hi
Oh,
guys.
oh, okay. This one has finished. Let's move on to the part two. That's interesting. Something must have happened when they traveled out. Something happened. But let's listen.
They know whatever they want to do.
Okay. Ah, what did I
By
press?
2018, every
Guys, sorry, let's start it from beginning.
So my brother's marriage, his first marriage, lasted for 8 years. Yeah, like I said in the first video, he got married in 2010, and by 2018, everything was over, right?
Wow.
And then the interesting part is that these two women, the first and the second wife, they both bear the same name and did business in the same markets, in a trade fair, but they never knew each other, right? So he got back from Morocco.
Okay, for those that may not know, this of hearing me say trade fair, so I'm not convinced that he's from my country, Nigeria, even though from the beginning I already knew. So trade fair is like it's a big market. So it's possible for people not to even see each other for years. So I know I go to that market to shop for people. I actually do personal shopping for people. Yeah, I even shop for people abroad. So you can send me, I do your shopping for you. So I've gone there several times. I go there to shop. Like the market is big big as I am like this. I've not even gone around the market. All the whiles I've been going, I've not entered all the market areas. That's to tell you how big that market is. It's big, big, big. So it's possible for people to be in that market and not know each other. So I believe.
In 2018, and then he said he was no longer interested in the marriage, and then 3 months after he got back, he has started seeing the second woman. Now I got to find out that the second woman was the person who masterminded everything, and then asked my brother to dissolve his marriage with the first wife. And then their marriage was just a bride price thing. There was no white wedding, there was no traditional wedding, or there was no court wedding. You understand? You know this thing with Igbo people now, like in Anambra, where I come from, Newi precisely. A man can go to a woman's house, meet their parents. You understand? Meet her parents, and then pay her bride price, take her room, they can live together. Then whenever they are ready, they can go ahead with the preparations for their traditional wedding, white wedding, or whatever they want to do, right?
So you guys might not understand what he's saying, but the bride price is what your commitment to the parents. Like, I genuinely want to marry your daughter, and that's the traditional right you do after even if you go and do a white wedding. White wedding is what the US you guys do in your country, the Western country. What you guys do, we call it white wedding, because we get to wear the white gown and all. Even if you go to church, because it's a church, you do white wedding. When you go to church for a white wedding, the the priest or the pastor is going to ask you, is there anybody here, like, is the parents of this bride here, and can you people, testify that this man has done all what he needs to do traditionally. If the family says no, that white wedding is not going to happen. You are going to go back and do what you need to do. So, and there's a whole lot involved in doing the traditional marriage. If you guys want, can do it big, like it's a whole lot. So, and like you said, after your bride price, you can decide not to do a white wedding. Some people don't do white wedding; they just go and do court. Some people don't do court wedding. Once they're done that traditional marriage, they've married you. And if they say they don't want, like in this case, they don't want, they can just go and return your bride price, and it's done. You're no longer his wife. Yeah.
The second woman came on board, and like I said, she was one who masterminded everything. And then how I got to find out was because I could remember vividly, my brother would ask me to go and pick her up from the junction, and then she'd be asking me things, and she'd be saying things like, oh, I hope the first wife have already come to the house to pick up her remaining things. She has packed her things, she doesn't want to get to the house and then see her things there. So that was when it dawned on me, like, oh yeah, you are the reason for this. Ooh. You are the homebreaker. And the reason was because she's pregnant. Oh. Right. She said my brother got her pregnant. I don't know how it happened or whatever. But she came on board and then she started living with us. And I cancelled her. I didn't like her. Because, of course. I mean, if you could do that to your fellow woman because of a man, then you are not trustworthy. I can't trust somebody like you. I can't have somebody like you around me because she's evil. Yes, I consider that evil. She came to live with us, stayed with us, put to bed, a bouncing baby girl. I love her so much. Like, I love the child so much. Because there are times when I carry her and then I call her Skibby. She'll just look at me and then smile, right? And so after 3 months, she put to bed. Before she even put to bed, there were days my brother would beat her up. Whoa. Like, beat her with her pregnancy. I said, okay, as you don't pursue dog from shit now, yeah, take it and eat. So yeah, swallow. That'll be this one too hard for you. She was collecting basketballs. I'm not a supporter of domestic violence. I am not. I condemned it. I told my brother it was wrong. So I was not a party to it. But it is what it is. Right? What did he say about karma? Whatever goes around comes around. So she stayed. After 3 months, she put to bed. She said she was no longer interested, that she wants to leave. My brother gave her 300,000. She had to go and pay for her house rent somewhere. I don't know wherever she went to, but she packed everything in my brother's room that day and she left. Whoa. She left. And I said, okay, no problem. Then on to the next person. Now, this is the reason, like, this is the, like, this particular, the third person now. Fear friends. You see friends? Fear friends. If you see snake and you see your friend, and they give you cutlass, you better machete that your friend. At least you can still drag the snake. So on to the next person. Her name is Chinenye. Very sweet person, very adorable, very kind, very nice, very lovely. It happened that the second woman and the third lady, which is Chinenye, attended the same church. Was it a church or ministration? A church where people are gathered to praise God. I'll call it a church, but more like a ministration place, right? Where, you know, people can go and pray to God, for God to give them
So in my country, like what he's saying, there's a lot of ministry houses where people just go to worship God, but it's not a traditional church. Like, you guys can still go back to your own church. It's just a weekly activity. They don't do services on Sundays or midweek services. It's just a once a week thing. People just come to pray. Yeah, basically for prayer.
What's it called? Give them husband, give them wife, bless them, give them children, the people that are looking for the fruit of the womb. Yeah. So it happened that these two went to the same church, and it was the second Ngozi that usually took my brother to this church, right? So that was where my brother saw Chinenye, and they started talking. So I don't know if at any point my brother told Chinenye his condition, like with other women, but Chinenye agreed. I said, okay, no problem. I met Chinenye one day. She bought phone for, it was Mothering Sunday. She bought phone for Mom C. She took me to an eatery, I think in Sululere. And then, I loved her. She was peaceful. She was nice, young, elegant, touche. I said, okay. Because the other two women, in as much as they were not giving, I loved the first lady, yeah. But she was way, way too older than my brother.
Whoa.
I'm not against it. Anywhere we love find you. Any age we love find you. You go. So now Chinenye came on board. This is fast forward to 2019. And then they started planning for traditional wedding and white wedding. I said, okay, no problem. We made the preparations, we traveled down to the east, and then we got down to Anambra, and then I think she went to go and see her parents. Somebody wants to get married to her. The whole thing now, the whole preparations for traditional wedding and white. So everybody came together, I had to even tint my hair. I think there should be a law in this country that if you do a shibi or men in suit for somebody, and then 3 or 5 years later or 6 years later, and those people, those couples, they say they don't want to do again, you can sue them. Yes, and they will pay you. Because I had to tint my hair gold, I had to do so many things, because it was my brother's wedding, so I had to look good. No problem. We did all of that, and everything got settled. Yeah, they both got married happily. Their wedding was good. Everybody, they had a hashtag safe, Emmy Best 2020 or something like that. Yeah. So they went on. They did everything they did. Good. Blah blah. Yeah. Fine. Now, fast forward to 2021. Yeah. The devil struck. I mean the devil strike. I mean the devil stroke. I don't know which one. People who should help me. The devil came in, and then guess who the devil was? It was wifey's best friend. This third one, Chini, I call her wifey. Yeah, because she came and she was like literally my best friend, and we were good. We were always vibing. We were always making dance videos. Like, she loved me, I loved her, and then I still love her though. Yeah, but she was very jovial. She was so kind. She was so peaceful. Like, what an amazing human. I loved her. I wish her marriage to my brother had continued. Yes, my life wouldn't have been like this, honestly. So the devil came, her best friend. Okay, this was how it happened. My brother at some point got a job in a Papa Wharf. He was into clearing of, I don't know, importation of goods and all of that. He was into clearing them. Yeah, I don't know how it worked there. Yeah, because there was my cousin who stayed abroad, and he was importing things, and then my brother was the one in charge of clearing everything, and as an agent or something. Yeah, so at some point he started having issues, yeah, I think with the boss or something, and then he said, okay, let him come home and then meet wifey's best friend, because this lady is a self-acclaimed priestess and is the wine. That was how everything.
The man himself is, see, I don't like when people don't have integrity. Like, just have something that, well, that's his way of life. That's a fetish stuff, like a priestess. All these people that they worship marine spirits. So she's a priestess, so she's given to worshiping marine spirits. Oh, nah.
Everything's scattered.
Why would it scatter?
There should be a part 3, because this is just part 2. There should be a part 3. I'm not gonna say everything here. There should be a part 3. I will tell you people. Don't worry. So,
hey, Hey, when
My
was
brother came down to the east. Then I had gone back to school to further my education. I didn't come back to Lagos with them after their wedding and everything. I didn't come back with them. I had just gotten my HND form and then. So my brother's marriage
oh,
is
it has ended. Oh, my heart is even beating fast as if I'm the one in this story. Hey, all these women that self-acclaimed priestess saying that they are marine wives, people that go to meet them, well, each their own. Well, we'll continue this in part two, guys. The story is getting serious. See you in part two. Let me show you guys this handcrafted tie and dye shirt. It's so lovely. It's one of my favorite thing. Let me show you another. So this comes in blue and white.